Doug Richey. I chose NTCC because it was a college coming into existence. I was already an 8-year faculty member at Henderson County Junior College, and I thought it was terribly exciting to have an opportunity to come to a new college and develop a math program and fit into a community. So I guess just a terribly exciting time to have an opportunity to be part of something new. The changes have been slow, but they've been good, methodical changes. You know, we started with about 30 faculty. We probably have about 75 faculty now. We started when the college was still under construction. We actually helped put desks together. Part of our work as teachers here was to put desks together, put them in rooms, go out and meet the public, publicize a new college that's in existence. And then I think as far as classroom instruction goes, the biggest changes I've noticed is in the use of technology in the classroom and how to handle the cell phones. And now we're looking at artificial intelligence, but the college has been able to stay really abreast of what's going on in the world of education. And I think we've always fared better than our sister institutions because we've always had good leadership, we've always had a great faculty, and we have good students. It's just a great place to be. As I've gotten older at NTCC, I have learned many things, from accepting challenges. Like, you run into situations where you hear you can't do it that way, or we've never done it that way before. And here, we've always been encouraged to think outside the box. So it hasn't been done that way. Could it be done that way before? If it could be done, I just left a training session where we were really encouraged to become better teachers. We needed to work on relationships with our students because our students have changed a lot, especially since 2020 with COVID and students going online. And so now we're trying to win back the trust of our students who are very different. I mean, every semester I'm just trying to get to know them a little better so that I can better help them achieve their goals. Well, I've made quite a few. I'm not sure this is my greatest mistake, but I use it to share often with those who want to become better teachers. I was teaching at Henderson County Junior College. I was teaching a beginning algebra class, and I had a student in the class that had some learning disabilities. She was dyslexic. She had some sequential memory disorder. She was very shy, and I'd been working with her, and she was coming along really well. And it was a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. And on Friday, we covered some topics, and then we came back on Monday, and we looked at it again, and she started asking me questions, and I said, Mary, we did this on Friday. And at the moment I said it in just that tone, it wasn't loud, it wasn't harsh, it was just like the wrong thing to say. And I just sensed like this blanket just went over her. It's like covered her on that Monday, and she never came back to class after that. So I realized words are very powerful. So I've never made that mistake again. I've never said, like, we just went over this on Friday. Like, I knew that she had some problems, and we had been making headway, but just me coming in on a Monday, not watching what I'm doing or watching what I'm saying, cost that student. I'm not sure. I mean, I definitely know that I didn't contribute to that student's success, I don't think, because she never came back to that class. So live and learn. We don't have to live and learn. We can just live until we die. But I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn from my students. I'm trying to learn from my colleagues. I'm learning from my family. You make a mistake, say you made a mistake. And if you're really sorry, tell the person you're really sorry. And forgive, move on. Hope you get forgiveness and move on. Just a good way to live. Well, I'm not sure it's anecdotal. However, early on, we were only going to have 600 students. That was the projection. And as the first fall of 1985 came around, we had like almost 1,400 students. So we didn't have really space for all of them. We had night classes. We had to find adjunct instructors to come in and help us out. And then we had to add parking space. And later we had a lot of fundraisers in the community, and we were able to build the Whatley Center, which has become the kind of the cultural hub for Northeast Texas. And we had a health science center built over a 2-story building that allowed our health programs to expand, which is a real need in Northeast Texas. And the Carroll Shelby Automotive Program. We have the robotics program across the highway industrial. I mean, our welding program, there's things that have just been developed as the need in the community has been shown. And we seem to have the folks, or hire the folks, to meet those needs, to train those ones in technology, those in welding, those in cosmetology, those that are academic transfer. And so these are not anecdotal things, but I was thinking of a young man once who was in my business calculus class, and I said, do you have any questions? And he said, what do you mean? And I said, questions, like, can I do anything about the parking? No, I can't. Can I do anything about the meals in the cafeteria? No. Can I help you with your homework? He goes, oh, so you're here to answer questions. And I go, didn't I ask the question, do you have any questions? And he asked me, what do you mean? And I go, I'm not sure, actually. Where are you coming from? He said, well, I was trying to ask a question at this course at Baylor, and the teacher said, what do you want? And I said, I have a question. And she said, I'm not here to answer questions. And I said, oh, okay. So I understand. You thought I was setting you up. I was going to say, you have a question. I was going to tell you, get under the bus. You know, I don't have time for your questions. So I thought that was really interesting. That was early on. And I still watch out for opportunities like that to find out what's really going on with the students, especially on the first day of class. And I really appreciate 2 of my former students, Remington and Andrew, asking me to come in and share some of my 40 years of here. Why did I stay here 40 years? Because it's a great place to be. When I moved my family here, my son was in the 10th grade, oldest daughter was in the 6th grade, youngest daughter was in the 4th grade. We found home here, we found family here. I found a place where I could make a difference in students' lives, bringing a college education into this area of Northeast Texas. It was just an exciting thought, and the dream has been better than the thought. It truly is a field of dreams. Build it and they will come. So our wise ones in the community voted tax bases to build this college, and the first semester, almost 1,400 showed up. Happy 45th anniversary to Northeast Texas Community College from Doug Richey, an original faculty member.